It was 1977, just before the new year, when Muhammad Ali, fresh off a 15-round trip through hell with Ernie Shavers, holds his newborn daughter. He names her Laila. Little did he know at the time, his precious daughter would be the one to carry on the family business. It was an inherited mix of stubbornness and self-belief that put her on the path to the fight game. Laila went through hell to try and be her own person. She was raised a Muslim, but her headstrong nature became harder and harder to square with Islam's attitude towards women. Laila decided to put faith aside to pursue her dreams.
Ali is still a young fighter, and she realizes that there is still much to learn.
She went to school and opened a nail salon, trying to live a life outside her father's long shadow. But in 1996, Laila saw the fight that called to her like a siren song.
You know, it's funny, when I watch Christy Martin in her fights, I'm always a fan again and watching them enjoying. It was a very controversial draw.
Oh, a right by Christy Martin.
What took place that night may well be the most enthralling war in women's boxing to this day. The world stopped to watch Christy Martin fight Deidre Gogarty. Laila stopped too, and somewhere deep in a proud mind sat the nagging suspicion that she could beat either of them. Laila starts to train. In secret at first, she didn't want to upset her dad, who was dead set against her and women in general boxing. He knew the cost of a career in the ring. He also knew when Laila had her mind set on something, something was going to happen. With her secret out, Laila begins building her own legacy. She takes her first professional fight. While it's tempting to roast the skill level of April Fowler, she was brave enough to step through the ropes, and there's a dignity in that.
Fowler hasn't thrown one good punch. He's thrown both hands out at one time.
He's thrown by Ali, pushing Fowler away. Fowler actually turns her back, and she goes down after catching a shot. Going there to get up. I don't think it's going to happen. That's it. Hope you didn't blink.
Laila took her show on the road, traveling to China to take on Christina King. King really had no answer for Laila's reach and speed. She kept trying to close the gap and kept eating a stinging jab for her troubles.
These are women fighters, and I'll tell you one thing, it's exciting to watch with Laila Ali in there. Look at the shots that she's landing, Bobby! King plods in and gets paid for it with a stiff left jab, a right hand by Ali.
Still undefeated, Laila, she be stinging Ali.
As more the aggressor, loudmouth, trash talk, where Laila's taken the other way of Joe Frazier, kind of quiet, and I'll do my talking with my fists.
Less than a year after Laila made waves with her jump into women's boxing, Jackie Frazier would do the same. She was the daughter of Joe Frazier, and from the moment of her debut, a fight between the daughters of the heavyweight golden age seemed inevitable. Somehow, Laila and Jackie lived up to the high bar their fathers set. It was full of the old frenzied hostility that marked any occasion their fathers met. Frazier was a frenzy of front foot pressure and her inherited hook, while Laila did her best work in what space and respect she could earn with her right hand. On the inside, she was grabbing for collar ties and punching with her free hand.
Ali bangs her on top of the head. Kind of an awkward right hand, though.
It was technically illegal when her dear old dad did it, and it's technically illegal here too. But somehow, with the weight of the boxing world upon them, Laila and Jackie gave their fathers and women everywhere a fight to be proud of.
And
he did enough. Listen to the crowd.
Well, there are better women boxers than these two, but I don't know if any that would have shown more heart or more courage, for sure.
Laila, she be singing Ali.
With women's boxing becoming more established and accepted by the day, it was a matter of time before Laila found herself in a title fight. Susie Taylor stood across from her as they clashed for the newly established women's super middleweight title. Once again, Laila didn't disappoint.
In theory, the idea is that Susie Taylor is the puncher, Laila Ali is the boxer, but not exactly, because Laila Ali has power as well. This fight will really come down to who can land the jab and the straight right better.
Sitting at ringside.
They wasted no time trading in the center of the ring, and Laila was getting the better of it. The 2-minute rounds meant no time was wasted in determining who was the better boxer. Unlike her father's refusal to go to the body, Laila won her first championship on sharp bodywork that broke Susie's will in the second.
Laila Ali had landed some huge shots, and Susie Taylor couldn't go on. An excellent performance by Laila Ali.
She would defend her newly won title against Valerie Mahfoud.
She is going to punish Valerie Mahfoud for the things that were...
Val was short and stocky, determined to get inside on Laila and try to do damage from up close. But Laila's long reach and sharp-shooting right hand was catching Mahfoud clean every time she tried to move in behind her jab. When she tried to slip it, Laila was catching her clean when she came back upright.
Her strength and her experience. She has to get inside.
Val had no way to win, giving ground to her taller opponent. Eventually, the ref had seen enough.
Staying right in that in-between zone, causing the referee to stop the fight.
Laila continued to prove herself a level above her competition at 168. She took on Mary Ann Almanger, the first southpaw of her career. While Mary's main weapon was her powerful right hook, Laila's height and reach made it almost impossible for her to throw. Ali's hand speed on the outside made it impossible for Mary to land in mid-range, and up close, it was Ali's powerful bodywork that sapped the will of the southpaw.
Good right hand to the body, and that did it. That was the shot. A straight right hand to the body. That's the place to go. As we said, Almanger coming in heavier than ever before. And that is it.
Christy has every right to believe the title of the greatest really belongs to her.
Laila would then take on the woman who inspired her to fight in the first place. Christy Martin was called the face of women's boxing. She had power in both hands and an inclination to wars she didn't tend to lose.
There's going to be a storm and a half here on August 23rd. They make it sometimes sound like I'm fighting Muhammad Ali. She hasn't proven that she's the greatest fighter out there. And the only way she can prove herself is to take care of Christy Martin.
While Christy punched far above her weight, beating bigger girls before, Laila was simply a bridge too far. Christy went to war with a fighter far too big.
Pounding in the corner as Laila Ali has driven her to her knees.
The corner man was in, Cassius Green was in the ring.
But Ali closing in. Let her try to get a breather as she is collapsing. It is over inside of 4. And Laila Ali is the reigning champion of women's boxing.
In a very short time, she has become the face of women's boxing, the first lady of boxing, considered the very best around pound for pound. Ladies and gentlemen,
While Laila was used to being the bigger boxer, Nikki Epelin was a tall, slender southpaw, her own size. But Laila had one huge advantage over her equally lanky opponent. Inherited through her genes and psyche, there is no substitute for speed.
Nikki Epelin, and Epelin didn't like that too much. Nikki has got to find a way to make sure. Oh, she's back to protect it. And Nikki Epelin goes down.
Laila remained on the front foot, smothering Nikki's lead hand and flashing that hand speed like a stinging swarm of bees.
Right hand crazy. She is peeing off. She's down for the very second time here at round number 2.
After the second knockdown, the rest was just an epilogue for Nikki Epelin. It might go on a little long, but you know how this ends.
A 5-year pro with only 8 bouts. She has alternated traditional boxing and mixed martial arts.
Her final opponent tonight is Erin Tohill. A pioneer in multiple combat sports, Erin came to fight, but found herself blitzed by Laila's pure skills.
Big finish to the first round by Laila Ali and a countering right over the top by Tohill.
Erin hung tough, even when a series of right hands shatter her nose. Erin took a lot of punishment and not a lot of time. While she might have stood a chance in a street fight, she was blinded by the science of a truly technical women's champion.
And it's going to be stopped. That's it. Tohill is not offering anything back, and it ends in the third for Laila Ali. Well, she said she wanted to put a hurt on Laila Ali, but it was certainly the other way around. Another kiss from Papa.
Laila retires in 2007, 24-0 with 21 knockouts. Inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame, along with Christy Martin in the first class of women enshrined. But the biggest fight was one against her father, who came around to the idea of women boxing when he saw his daughters work.